Let's go to the phone lines. John, Jersey 1, you're live, John.
Hey, John, how you doing? I've been listening to you for the last 2 days. Great show. I've said it a million times. The most important radio show in the morning in the United States.
Thank you.
The bottom line is, here's this. This is MAGA. I'm MAGA. Trust me when I tell you, I'm MAGA. The bottom line is, a week ago, I was 1,000% against this. Right? I watched over the weekend. I listened to Trump. I did a complete and total 360. And I've been kind of picking and prodding on people that I know that are, the vibe of the movement. Because the one thing I've learned in life is I'm not unique. So if I'm thinking it, millions of other people are thinking it. But I always put the feelers out just to make sure to validate my feelings. And I'm finding the exact same thing. The bottom line is, nobody wants anything prolonged, but, in terms of years and years and years. And that's what the media's trying to bait into. And you can see it everywhere. But the bottom line is, I'm behind my president. I adore my president. I love my president. And the bottom line is, I trust him. And understanding the oil concept, which I didn't even kind of put into perspective early on, this makes 1,000% complete sense. So I'm telling you, this is a good thing. We just can't get dragged into it. And as far as the media, forget about it. The clickbait. You see, nobody watches television anymore, so we're going into a new era. So everybody's fighting for your eyeballs, but instead of fighting for your eyeballs, they're fighting for your clicks. So, the clickbait, you go on X, it's a cesspool. You can't make sense of anything. And what it's doing is it's exposing everything. So you have to really, really dig down and find, the right analysis of this thing. Because, but you can see right through it, and the average person can. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I think that what you're saying is fantastic. And, like I said, I'm 1,000% behind it. And you're talking to a person that was 1,000% against it.
What changed your mind?
5 days ago.
What changed your mind?
Just because he went in, he completely decapitated the entire leadership base. They're in lockstep in terms of their messaging, its precision. And then once I kind of put 2 and 2 together with the oil, and the fact that this decapitates and kneecaps China and Russia and puts them in check, it's actually genius if you think about it. The only thing I'm concerned with, and I think they're doing it because, like I said, the messaging is down, they need to walk and chew gum at the same time. If they can somehow twist, bend, force their will to get this SAVE Act done and to straighten out the voting, because we're done if that doesn't happen. That has to happen. If he can get that done, forget about it. I'll never have to worry about a Democrat in my lifetime. That's the only issue I'm concerned with. They can't lose sight of that. And it looks like we're not losing sight of that, but they have to somehow bend soon in that Senate's will to get that SAVE Act done. Because, without the voting, the Democrats are completely out of control. They just don't even care anymore. So they're going to just blatantly just cheat. They could care less. They're going for it. Everybody's going for it because they're all desperate. They know that he has them by the cojones at this point. But what changed my mind is the fact that, the precision leadership removal immediately. They're decapitated completely. They're shooting missiles everywhere.
First it was 40, now it's up to 52 leaders. And I'm telling you, as soon as they get a new leader, the next day's dead. They have no air defense, they have no ground defense, they have no intel defense, they have nothing. We got all the intel, we got everything. As soon as they have their smoke-filled room and say, Ayatollah Joe Blow is now in charge of the country, the next day, the Israel Mossad or the CIA or Intel or DNI, they'll find him, and then the next day he's dead. I mean, then they'll go to somebody else and they'll kill him until they just stop, because eventually there'll be 100 dead, and they're going to get the president, and they're going to get the head of the Iranian guard. All of these guys are going to be dead in the next 2 weeks. All of them. Everyone is going to be dead. Trump is going to kill them. I mean, you got to understand what is going on here. There is no holding back with this guy. He's done. And I'm telling you, the Venezuela thing I'm saying, you got to get this. Puppet government. She knows if she doesn't do exactly what he says, she's dead. And he doesn't care. That's the difference we have here. That's why it's so powerful.
Also, too, with the Venezuela thing, John, is, I mean, he went and grabbed this guy in the middle of the night. So you're seeing that, and then what he did to Iranian leadership. Like, it's not just the Iranian thing wasn't just a one-off. He's got what he did to Maduro was insanity. That was one of the greatest things, that ever could have been done. So these guys are shaking in their boots. They don't know what the hell he's going to do.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's just exactly. It's almost like in a smaller scale. It's almost like Richard Nixon, who had a lot of foreign policy success post-Vietnam, especially with the USSR, because if you read the books, the Kremlin thought Richard Nixon was a madman. He was crazy. They didn't know what he was going to do. They couldn't predict it. When you can't predict what somebody's going to do, you're hesitant to do anything because you don't know what the outcome will be. And it's kind of the same thing. But now you know what President Trump is going to do, because he's got such military might, such superiority in technology, that he will kill you. Now, the lady in Venezuela doesn't want to die. The religious fanatics do want to die. That's the difference. And you've got to make that rationalization. Like, they don't care if they die. Delcia, whatever her name is, does. She's got family. She wants to live. Right? The guys in Cuba, they want to live. That's why they'll get out. These religious fanatics, no. They will die. So you got to understand the difference there. John, thank you. Thank you for the call. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate it.